It is never too early to start thinking about tax season, and on this Money Monday, our financial expert Paul Hood from Hood CPAs is with us once again to answer all of your money questions. Good to see you, Paul. How you doing?
You too. I'm outstanding. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Thank you for that. So we have 3 viewer questions for you this afternoon. The first one comes from Brandon. So Brandon says, my father lives with me and I'm responsible for more than 50% of his expenses. What do I need to do in order to claim my father as a dependent?
Well, under current law, there really is no advantage normally to claiming somebody, a parent, as a dependent. In Brandon's case, the only benefit would be if he would normally file single, because if he claims his dad and can qualify to claim his dad, then he can file head of household, which does give him some more deductions and lower tax rates. Now, to qualify for head of household, it has to be a qualifying dependent and be a relative. And Brandon's dad can't make more than $4,300 in a year, not counting Social Security, generally speaking. But if he makes more than $4,300, he cannot. And his father doesn't even have to live with him. He can be in a nursing home or whatever. But if Brandon pays more than half his expenses to live, and dad doesn't make much money, then he would qualify as head of household and get some benefit.
Okay, and our next question comes from Jill. Jill says, I use my garage for storage for my business. I also work from home. Can I deduct my garage and home office?
So to qualify for a home office, now there is a de minimis or an exception that just says if you just do this amount, you can qualify. But you have to have a room that's used regularly and exclusively for business. So her office in her home, if it's a room that's used regularly and exclusively, then she can take a pro rata share of her house expenses, utilities, interest, repairs, any of that kind of stuff. The garage is a little stickier, because unless it's used exclusively, she may not be able to do that. But she could wall off some areas and do a square footage in the garage as well and be able to take advantage of it.
All right, our final question for you today is from Chuck. He says, I flipped a house in 2021. Are realtor fees, costs, and labor deductible?
So we get this question at my office often, and it's partly easy and partly not easy. So the bottom line is the cost of acquiring the property, including closing costs and realtor fees, compared to the sales price less closing costs, including realtor fees, creates a gain or a loss. Now, when people ask, can we deduct labor, that generally means their own labor. And you can deduct labor that you write a check for, you pay other people, but you cannot deduct for your own time as labor.
Okay. All right, Paul, thank you so much as always. See you back here next week. Sound good?
You bet.
Okay, we'll see you then.
Have a great day.
You too. And if you have a financial question you would like for Paul to answer next week, you can send those on over to us at moneymonday@griffin.news.